there gang, this is Leila here from the Comic Connection with this week's comic book reviews. First off, we've got Secret Invasion Dark Reign. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis and the arts by Alex Maleev. In this issue, Norman Osborn calls a meeting with Namor, Emma Frost, Dr. Doom, Loki, and the Hood to lay out his plans for the future. This is a pretty interesting prelude of what's to come, though not much is revealed other than Norman is not to be trusted. So why did they put this guy in charge? It's going to be a pretty interesting year, so pick it up for the read, although I didn't like the art at all. But for the read, it was pretty good. Next up, we've got What If Fallen Sun. This is written by Mark Sumerak and the arts by Trevor Goring. This book basically explores the question, what if Iron Man had died instead of Captain America during the whole Civil War events? It's pretty much told through the grief stages, looking at sort of the possibilities if things had happened that way. To me, I didn't really like it that much. I really prefer the way that it did happen in the Civil War series. It's leading to a whole bunch of really cool stuff going on right now. So for me, this was not really an interesting what if. However, if you want to see sort of the other side of things, it's not a totally horrible read. Next up, we've got The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, #1 of 8. This is written by Eric Shanower and the arts by Scotty Young. This is a pretty faithful adaptation of the Oz series. In this issue, Dorothy is whisked away to Munchkinland and begins her journey to the Emerald City, meeting the Scarecrow along the way, and that's sort of where we stop in the first episode. I really enjoyed this adaptation, especially the really beautiful art, so if you're an Oz fan, definitely pick this one up. It was really awesome. And last, we've got 30 Days of Night, 30 Days Till Death #1. The writing and the art are both by David Lapham. In this issue, we follow the exploits of Rufus Willoughby, who's a little bit more than he seems to be. Plus, we see that a vampire council convenes to discuss how sort of they've been outed through the whole events in Barrow and what they should do about it. It was a pretty interesting story, but it just didn't quite capture the magic of the first 30 Days of Night series. But if you're a fan of the series, it's more of the same for you, and I'm sure that you'll like it, although the art isn't up to the snuff of the original series. But again, a good vampire story.
Hey folks, Jim here for the final episode of the year for Geeking Out. This week, got 6 books to review, so let's get to it. First up, NHS Shidoshi, Volume 4. In this one, it collects issues 127 through 129, 153, and 158 through 159, and basically follows the story of Tetsuo through all his trials and tribulations. Now, it's odd to go through unnumbered issues, but it actually really tells the story of Tetsuo well. So if you're an NHS fan, this is a must. Next up, Blood Plus, Volume 4 by Asuka Katsura. In this one, Saya and Diva finally meet up, but their battle is cut short when Diva escapes. Once again, beautiful story, beautiful art. Anyone who's a Blood fan, this is the origins of the character, so you're really going to have to read this just to get what's going on. Next up, Ninja High School, #165 by Robbie Bevard and Ben Dunn. This one, the battle against Yudai begins and someone loses their life. Just as you can tell by the cover, someone will die. And I'm not going to say who, but you have to read the issue to find out. Another really good issue by Ben and Robbie, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming up next. Next up, Maximum Dinobots, #1 by Simon Furman and Nick Roche. In this one, Grimlock is stranded on Earth and the other Dinobots are under the control of the Machination, while Hunter and Sunstreaker try to find clues to the Machination's plans. Now, if you're reading the ongoing Transformers series, this is the continuation, so you need to pick this series up to actually know what's going on. Another great story by Simon Furman, and the art by Nick Roche is impeccable. If you're a Transformers fan, it's a must. Next up, Gold Digger, 101. Now this is the perfect jumping on point for new readers, so if you're new to Gold Digger, jump on here. In this one, it's 3 years after #100, and Gina is teaching an advanced archaeology class in Georgia. But when 2 of her students go missing on a dig, she has to call in her little sister, Brittany, the were-cheetah. Fantastic story, fantastic art. Gold Digger is just getting better and better as it ages. It's like a fine cheese and a fine wine. If you're not a fan, pick it up and become one. And last, but certainly not least, one of the best books of the year in my opinion, Land of Oz, Return to the Emerald City #1 by L. Frank Baum for the story, and art by David Hutchison. Now in this one, Tip and the gang need to create a way to escape the Emerald City and to get to Glinda's. But when they do, they accidentally overshoot Glinda's and end up on the other side of Oz in another heap of trouble. If you're a fan of Oz, this is a must. The art is simply breathtaking, even though it's done in black and white, and the story is fantastic. Any Oz fan would be well versed to pick this up.